Well, a fine good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. We're talking about this building right here in front of us as I stand here in Burlington, Vermont, down to the waterfront, actually. This was one of the pioneer mechanics shops. Let me read something, a little bit about this to you, and then I have some other information to provide. The information I'm reading from is the Historic Sites and Structures Survey. It may not be scintillating reading to most people, but I find it actually pretty interesting. Anyway, quote, "The vernacular style planned industrial complex of warehouses and mills located near Lake Champlain was Burlington's first attempt at revitalizing the lakeshore industries. The functional 2- and 3-story brick buildings with large arched doorways, loft openings, and hoist beams were unique among the individually owned and operated businesses in the area. These remaining structures are all that exist to represent the 1850s initial industrial expansion at the waterfront. In 1852 to 53, Frederick Smith and Henry P. Hickok built the mechanical shops, storage buildings, and boiler house, to encourage industrial growth by the lake. These pioneer mechanics shops were an immediate success, with planing mills, foundries, door and sash companies, etc. renting space. Fire destroyed the first 4 brick structures in 1858. 3 brick shops were rebuilt that same year. New shops were added until there were over a dozen buildings in the area. As the shops declined in the later 1800s, the buildings were rented to individual businesses as storage space or removed completely. Presently, well, as of the writing of this, I'm guessing this is sometime in the early 1990s, T.A. Haig Lumber Company owned and rented the existing buildings for storage and office space. When I was in high school, lo, those many decades ago at this point, holy cow, I was in the drama club as stage crew, and we had an after show party down here at one of these on the first floor. It was in the office of Colin Lindbergh, who was a local architect. His daughter, gosh, I don't remember her name at all, her first name at all, but anyway, it was her father, and he offered his space. It was absolutely gorgeous inside with these wide plank wooden floors. I mean, just incredible. So anyway, personal story there. Now, as I recall, they were 3 to 4 stories originally, but when the fire came through, they decided to pare them down to the 2 to 3 story brick buildings that the person who wrote the survey stated. So the cause of that fire, as I recall, was one of the sawmills. There was a spark in the sawdust, and poof, there went the buildings. Anyway, so let's take a walk around. This has interesting features of both some Greek Revival and Italianate elements. So let's take a walk around and take a look-see. As soon as this car goes, though, since I don't want to become a statistic this evening. All right, so let's take a walk, get a little closer. Busy parking lot. I guess I'm used to the idea of busy parking lots, but I don't experience them that much anymore. But I love doing a walk around. Wait till you see the other side of this building. I think you'll find it as interesting as I did when I did my walk around already. Look at this. Now, up at the roof line there, you probably see the Italianate brackets. That would be a later edition, really. And these right here, do you see those? My best guess for those things is that they're through the entire building to hold the walls in place. That's my guess. But let's keep going and keep looking at this fantastic building. It's wonderful that it's 163 years later. This was built in 1858, and it's still in use. And I mean, so beautiful. This brick. This is the kind of brick that people drool over. Look at that fantastic door right there. Now, I did read that the doors would have had the side lights. Those are essentially side lights right there, aren't they now? Which is certainly a Greek revival sort of touch. And it also has a transom window, I guess, right up here. I'd read a transom window. So transom windows were an early form of air conditioning. So when air comes in, as the air heats, it rises. So to keep the flow going with the transom window open, the hot air would have a chance to escape. And then cooler air would come in and would have this airflow effect until the transom window was closed. So, all right, let's keep going. I do pause it a few times so I'm not walking into a like that light pole right there. I just walked by one and didn't want you to have an obstructive view. So, but let's keep going. Oh, if you want a front and center view of that door, there you go, and that window above it. Wow, wow. All right. Let's step into the parking lot. All right, this is the restaurant on this side. More of those things right there. Look like they really do look like that bracketing. When we get around back, I'll have to take a look, see if those do go all the way through the building. We saw them, something like that. What was it building? I think it was the Leicester Meeting House in Leicester, Vermont, a few weeks ago. And I do know that they're on another building that I haven't filmed yet. That's on my list. It's probably do that one in another couple weeks. But look at that brick. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I think you'll enjoy seeing this side of the building, though. This side over here, I was just happy-dappy when I saw it. And we can see over here where a window was bricked up here, and who knows what was going on there. It looks like damage to the brick. Oops. See this bricked up, and this right here, and then that also looks like newer brick, but I don't know what went on there. All right, let's take a look-see at this. Let's feast our eyes on this over here. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That looks like an original door. I mean, I could be wrong, but because I do see over here, right, this newer brick and the cinder block and that old brick over there cut away. So that could be just a newer door, but it certainly looks old. And let's get in front of it here. Wow. It takes nothing to amuse me. I think you know that about me now. By now. I'm looking at this up here. Sorry, I have a habit of looking at things and what I'm looking at. But it looks like it may have been a wider door here. It would certainly make sense, given that these are industrial buildings. And look at over here. Look at that right there. I don't know. I have no idea what that was. And then looking at the way top, look at this way top right here. Isn't that wonderful? And then as we go around, you can see it's snowing maybe. Maybe you can. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe in the light there. Hard to say. It is snowing though. It's been snowing all day. I'm going to get out of the way until that pickup truck has backed out. Look at this brick, this up close look of it. I wonder why this is so dark. I mean, substantially dark compared to the brick right here. I mean, it's almost burnt. It's almost burnt. But let's let me step down from here. But look at, let's get a closer view over here too. As long as we get a nice close view. Wow. Holy cow. It almost reminds me of a chimney, but it doesn't go up all the way. See, it just goes up to there. So, beats the heck out of me. Anyway, and then we can see a hole right here. I don't know about you, but I find this kind of stuff really fascinating. But I'm guessing you do too, since my subscriber count has slowly been rising. Which, by the way, if you're enjoying my content, why not subscribe if you have not already? The more, the merrier. And we can see up here more of these more industrial things. Like up here, for instance, looks like maybe something for a hoist. I don't know. But, you know, modern touches. It's a restaurant. I'm guessing these are vents. Let's walk around the back side of the building. Now, that building there, I don't think that was one of the Pioneer Mechanics shops, but I do think it was a warehouse. But I could be wrong about that. When I think of the Pioneer Mechanics shops, I think of this old brick, but that could be one of them. We have this beautiful arch door. It's just Well, I think we can say it together. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And the windows are arched too. They carry on the theme. They carry on the theme of the doors, don't they now? They do. You see over here, I think that this is a brewery sort of restaurant, which would explain all the vats. Holy guacamole. Now, here, I'm betting that was a transom window right there. And then if we look up here, I would think they'd be able to hoist things up there. And we see more of the Italianate bracketing, can't we now? Probably better than we could before. Although it is dark. It's getting dark out here. Oops. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, lights came on. I wonder if they're, yeah, security cameras in use. Oh, yay. Well, they've seen me now walk this twice. I'm betting that was another transom window right here. But not another hoist door up above. Like a hayloft sort of door. That's what it reminds me of. Oop. More lights. Yep. Definitely there's got to be a ventilation system, I'm thinking. These two pipes right here. I mean, you can tell me in the comments below. This is that other building I was telling you about, or showing you just a moment ago. Odds are very strong that window there had been one of those hoist doors. That's not what it's called. I don't know what it's called. But, oh yeah, okay. And here we see those metal things that have gone right through the building. So, yes, I am inclined to believe that those are holding the walls together on the building. How about this end? Do we have anything down this end? Oh yes, yes we do. And along here too. We have those along here too. They're probably holding the length of the building together too. Anyway, let's all take just a quick gander at this building here. Imagine this was used for a warehouse for quite a few years, but now we can see it's clearly used for other things. And this is more of this building right here. Alrighty, well, let's get to the front again. Just because I love to look a little longer at a beautiful building. I think you do too. Yeah, we can see right straight across those pieces right there. Right straight across. Which really tells me that these are helping make the building solidly sound, which we like. Alrighty, now we're back at the front of this building. So again, this was one of the Pioneer Mechanics shops. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. And until I see you again, thanks for coming with me this evening. I appreciate it. You have a great evening. Thanks. Bye.